Yerp. Okay, let's go ahead. Click on this. Switch on over. Let's get started. I need to put lotion on my arms. I'm gonna do that actually. Give me 1 second. Need to put some lotion on. Let me know. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright. And plop down in the chair. Spin around. Hook up the cable. Put the mic in the correct place. Slide this on forward. And we are, oops. We are good to go. Back to the chaos. Okay. So, as is tradition, let's check downloadable content. Shalom. I thought it was Shalom. Yeah, it is what it is. Who cares? I saw you're playing Car X. Are you playing after the stream? Whoa, a lot of new stuff. Okay. Is this like an official? It's an official in-game mod now. That's so lovely. I like that. Who knows? No one ever knows. Okay, hold up. Let me just... Wait, what did I click? Oh, I clicked gameplay. Okay. Oh, because I have updates. Ooh, 2 updates. That's good. So let's go ahead and get that. But I do want to see this gameplay stuff. Cut open bit. Improved production distribution. Stops distribution to inactive productions. That's if you're a person doing distributions, that is useful. Adjustable mirrors for people who actually use their mirrors. I do not. Missions expand. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Hey, it's Happy Loser. Production control. Oh, I know what that does. I don't know. It's not, no, I don't necessarily need it. Contracts plus. Toggle visibility of the add and remove contracts buttons. Enable or disable borrowing equipment for missions and maximum number of missions per farm. Interesting stuff. Task list is... Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, anywho, let's get to the game. Let's see. If I see you, I'll join. I got a Skyline. Let's see. I only have 4 cars at the moment. So actually, crazy part, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before yesterday. I took the time to like look through all the cars that are in the game, or at least I think all the cars in the game, and pick out one match. Because, you know, for legal reasons, they can't put the actual name of the vehicles, but it's not for legal reasons. It's that they didn't want to pay for it. Because like games like Forza Horizon pay to have the cars in the game, or there's like some type of deal so they can actually put the full blown name of the cars. Games like Car X don't go that route, which makes the game a lot cheaper, which I love. Plus they can just focus more on gameplay. So I went through and matched the in-game names with the actual car list, and I'm sort of going by classes. And so for like the class 1, I just got the NX5, which is the Miata. I didn't get the 5C, just the regular 5. And I just got that, and I just kitted that all the way out. Well, not all the way, but just for a race. Like, I'm actually, for some reason, I don't know why, I enjoy the actual racing component of this game better than I was Forza Horizon 5 or The Crew 2. Like, I actually feel like a sense of, hey, I need to slow down in certain corners. I don't have the entire street to racing's more fun. Yeah, exactly. Like, for some reason in this, like, because I still have both games installed, but Car X, let's see, we need a baler. Where is the baler? The baler. Is that the thought there were others that wrapped. Is that the one that wraps? Am I crazy? Hold up. Wait, something's off here. Racing in Car X Drift is horrible. Yeah, exactly. Like the maps are built for, like, I feel like the tracks in Car X Drift racing is an afterthought. It is meant, like, even though drifting is like the last category when you go through and like are upgrading your cars in Car X Drift racing, it's like, even though drift is the last category, the entire core of the game is based on just drifting. But the thing is, like, once you drift those maps, it's like, now what? Do we not have any other? I remember. Okay, I remember. I'm remember. Wait, you can. Wait a minute. Did they upgrade this game, or you can put cut sugar beets and turn that into silage? Am I mistaken? Because in the bottom it shows straw, hay, grass. I know you can bale straw for sure. No issue there. You can't turn it to silage, but I know you can bale it. So, which means you can't wrap the straw. Chaff, I'm pretty sure you can wrap that and turn that to silage. I would assume sugar beets can be fermented. I don't know why you would want to, but maybe I feel like there's sugar in it, so I don't know why you would want to ferment that. And then the last one is, what, TMR? I don't know why. I guess you could wrap TMR. I don't know why you want to, not wrap it, bale it. I don't know why you want to wrap it. I don't know why you want to bale it. But yeah, racing is perfect in street. Did you buy the racetrack DLC? Yes. Wait, I think I did. It's my favorite place. The racetrack is the one on the top right of the map, correct? It's my favorite place on the map. So many track configs to race, new to me. Yeah, so I think I can't tell. I know about some DLC because I just got a bunch of cars for like free that I'm not claiming because I don't have anywhere to store a lot of these cars. But yeah, I have currently 4 cars. Like, when it gave me the choice of the 3 vehicles to buy, I bought the let's go with this thing. Let's see, we need 140 horsepower. Let's see, Sunset DLC is what it's called. Assume if you can see it, then you have it. Okay, so I probably just gotta unlock the area or something. I don't know. I'm not at a high enough level to do much. I need 140 horsepower. I don't think we're gonna get that from the small. Look, the only problem with this tractor is that it doesn't have a front attachment on it. Like, that's the only thing Like the fact that this tractor is cheap, it has 140, it can pull 140 horsepower. Like this is a great beginner tractor. It's ugly as hell, but it's a great beginner tractor. Good horsepower, not expensive. Like it is good. It doesn't go up to 31 miles per hour though. And actually the fact that this simply has a front attachment to it, meaning that I can lift bales lift stuff because we're gonna have to, that does make this tractor a little bit more appealing. But I think there was one we already decided on, right? Oh, the Man TGS was the one I decided, but the Man TGS doesn't have a I don't think, but it is only 130. It has plenty of horsepower. I guess I could use a forklift for the pallets, and yeah, we'll do that. I'll do that. So the Man TGS is what we're still working for. Oh wait, I need a vehicle. What the heck am I doing? We need 140 horsepower. Actually, all of these start at a minimum. So we'll just, which is crazy because this medium tractor at 58 some thousand versus these, which are small. Like, why would you pay for these guys, you know, at this price in small horsepower when you can get this one that like off the rip is better? This one for 130 even has a front loading attachment to it. So it doesn't quite make sense. Like if I'm gonna pay 130, going in and rip around. God, this is ugly. That's a weird looking thing. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Let me go ahead and just lease a tractor. Let's get to work. We got stuff to do. Okay, but as far as CarX Street, I'm just gonna say Car Street. No, CarX Street. Yeah, whatever. What is the X for? Or is the X supposed to be like a space? Like when people did back in the day, they couldn't be creative with their naming for their gamer tags, so they always put like an X somewhere or something. I don't know. Let's see, posted a pic on Discord. My car's not moving, but the pic says it is. Also, are you in the Discord? Are you able to see the Dank Memer chat or channel, and can you use it? The putt party? Oh, NASCAR. I thought you also had an eclipse as well, right? Okay, I just want to make sure everybody can use the Dank Memer stuff if they wanted to. No one has to. Just saying if they can. Now, is there steering assist for this? There is. How? Excuse me? How is 10 meters automatic? I don't think I understand that, but whatever. I think if anything, hold up. Instead of 10 meters, we're going to switch it to like, maybe not 1.3. Let's do 2 meters. See how that looks. We could probably go a little bit wider than 2. We'll go 2.4. Yeah, that seems a bit accurate. Windrowing would save us some time here though. And actually I think I'm gonna do that just to save time. It's gonna cost us a little bit more money, but for the sake of time, we're gonna do it. Let's see, 2 Skylines, 2 Civic, let's see, 2 Eclipse, Tesla RX-7, S13, slightly, and an S15. Let's see. Okay, so I just got the Miata. The next one I'm gonna get is probably gonna be the 1970 Charger. Just because every time I see the 1970 Charger in a game, I'm getting it. I did the same thing in Forza. Like, if there is a 1970 Charger in a game, I am getting it. They also got a Ford GT in the game, but that's upper class. I also want to get the Datsun. I think I forgot what year it is. I want to get that only because, you know, windrower. Only because it's the only truck I see in class 1, and I think that would be an interesting drift car, like a drift truck. Let's see, the OG Skyline. Oh, still 80. For some reason, I'm not super big into Skylines and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I just never flocked to them. Jeez, this thing's expensive. 4,000 just lease. I'm spending a lot of money on leasing. I don't know. I can't remember which game. It's probably a Forza, but I would get a Skyline or an Eclipse kitted out. Or actually, it's definitely Forza, because I would copy, because I'm not great at creating my own liveries, and so I would just copy or take one from somebody else. And once I bought it and kitted it out, I would like never use it again. Like, I would never drive it after that. I like how this thing actually says merger now. Have they updated the game to say certain things? Because this is a windrower, but I'm noticing how this one, like if you look in the top left, it actually says lower merger, turn on merger. Has that always been the case, or am I tripping? I mean, I know I haven't used this thing in a long time, and they've probably updated this a while ago if it wasn't already that way. But let's see, switch it. Yep. But no, that's a merger. Yes. I was like, I just wasn't sure if it was always like this, but it's nice that they've. All right. And we're just gonna zoom through this quickly. Let me zoom out. I don't ever like being that close. Shoot. Okay. Just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna start doing the ends. Let's see. Do off to one side, down and back makes one row. I know. It's just for some reason I do not want to, like, I just like the fact that I don't have to stop moving, so I can just hold my foot on the gas right now. Now I gotta go back. I don't know why. I just don't want to stop. And the only reason I know this stuff is because you're the one who taught me this process. Which is why this windrower is just so much better. Well, there are situations in which the bigger windrower is better. This isn't a windrower, it's a merger. But there are situations in which the bigger one is better. But still, it's very, very minuscule that there's a case in that situation. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get this stuff away from the edge, because we know the whole thing, if it goes onto the other land and causes issues, blah 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 blah. So I'm actually going to try to like scoop this away from the edge a little bit, just to not cause a lot of issues. So even this one, I'm just gonna scoop it right there, and then I'm gonna go back and Um, Bought a new garden hose yesterday. Big excitement. 100 foot of fury. What do you need 100? Well, actually, no, your place is big, so no, it makes sense. Actually, one cool thing that my dad bought a while back, which I thought was very interesting, like, you know how like some places have like automated sprinkling systems? He bought this thing, which it's like a weird system, but essentially you turn the water spout on and it does nothing, but it's going like through this electrical thing, and the thing does not open until the designated time of day that you have it set to, and then once it opens, it's treated like a regular water hose. And I'm like, that's actually really freaking neat. So it's like a weird dirty way to get an automatic sprinkler system without having to pay for, you know, the big convoluted sprinkler system. And actually, that's probably how sprinkler systems work. I don't really know because I don't own a house. I'm not gonna lie, this wind order is really, really helping. That one out of the way. I could have did that all in one if I've brightened it up a little bit better. It's fine. I'll just clean up the other end. And we are... I'll swing back just for one more. Let's see. What's up, Melissa? You not on multiplayer again? No. I mean, I need to do Gnadenthal. I can't just play multiplayer every single time I get on. But then also, like, the main reason I created the server wasn't necessarily for me to play on it all the time, but was for, like, just a place for everybody else to go to and play, should they want to, and they can work with each other and things of that nature. But from what it sounds like is people don't really like playing on it with other people, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Go here. Sell, not sell, return. Delete. Let's see. A water timer. Yes, that is. It is. Yeah, they work the exact same. I installed mine. I have 3 zones, and I just moved my hose one of the 3 spots exactly. That's what my dad does around my yard when they turn on. But if I wanted, I could. Ooh, hit this beep, and we're gonna go back and start from the beginning. Hi, Taffy. How's it going, Melissa? How you feeling? Hopefully you haven't fallen in a while. You haven't been sick recently, which is good. That's good. Definite improvement. Also, I just realized the bale size. Oh no, it's already set to 150. Yay me. And I don't think I have it on automatic drop, so we should be good. We gotta rack up some money. Let's go ahead and just start this row, I guess. And pick up. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get about at least 4 bales, which is good. Probably 5, but I'm gonna go and set this one about right here. second. But we do need a tractor. I'm gonna get the Man TGS just because it's gonna be easier for us to deal with. And it's very versatile, has a lot of horsepower, and it's cheap. Now, is that going to be able to be our tractor forever? No, but what we're going to have to do for now. It's raining. If I'm baling, does rain affect it? I'm going to assume so. I'm just going to assume so. I'm not sure if it does, but I'm going to pretend like it does. Also, how does this fast forwarding affect my leasing cost? No, that's about right. 13 is about what I had today. Okay, we're gonna go. Just hit this right here. The rain should be passing a little bit, so we'll hang out and plan. I need the Man TGS. I would love a Chrome just because grass would be the quickest way for us to rack up money in the very beginning stages. And then once we're able to start making a decent amount of money, we can branch off. I just need to figure that out because I don't have a full proof plan yet. And that is sort of the issue. Ooh, a lot of harvesting jobs. Spinach. Okay, so all the crappy ones are, well, no, not that one. That's just a big field. I would like to do that money, but that takes time. And what is that? Sowing. Spraying. Oh, herbicide. Tethering grass. Okay. A lot of contracts. If anything, we need fertilizing because fertilizing is pretty quick and easy. We just need the big guy right there. Do I want to? I could. I already have the stuff. Yeah, we'll go ahead and borrow that. Only because accept contract. Now, because it's raining and because of the time, we might have a little bit of an issue, but I think we're going to be fine. Because I can still fertilize while it's raining. I just can't. I think picking up stuff while it's raining is going to cause an issue. So for the sake of time and not wanting things to expire while I'm using them, I'm going to go ahead and start just picking up stuff. Probably use up all of this fertilizer. Okay. All right, so we got this big field in front of us. Let's just go over there and start on it, right? I mean, why not? Steering assist. I like how the steering assist works even when I'm backing up. That's nice. You gotta love the changes to the game. Okay. And so this fertilizer should last us a hot second. but we should have enough to finish this field as well as any other field, which should get us, I think, more than enough than what we've spent on leasing costs. What's up, Cody? How are you? I saw your message in Discord, but by the time I saw it, I was like, I'm about to go live in a second. I saw it, well, because you sent it, I think at 12 something, but I was at the gym at that point, and I didn't see it until I got back home, which by the time I was like back at home, I was like, oh, well, I'm about to see him on the stream. I'll just talk to him then, which is why I didn't answer back in the Discord. But I hope you're doing well. How are you? Let's rack the, where's my water? Oh, there it is. Bottled water this time. I need to get electrolytes. I need to go downstairs and get my stuff. Agua. Okay, that one's done. Swing through to this one. Just realized we're getting fertilizer in the other field. Not intentionally, but it is happening. The good part is it doesn't actually look like the contract's going up very quickly. It still is though, which is nice. Hopefully the rain stops in a second so we can finish. Well, actually we can bale whenever we want, so that's not the issue. We don't need to, it's not a priority to get the stuff baled immediately because we already cut the grass. I'm hoping we even get enough money, or like a decent amount of money from those bales to actually be worth something. Excuse me. Because as it is right now, I don't think it's going to be enough. But what I need to do is get the equipment for baling and like cutting grass, making that whole process extremely fast. So I need a crone. I need, well, I don't need a crone, but a crone is just so good not to save up for it. And so I could do one of two things. I could grind and like take it slow, buy slow vehicles over and over again and keep doing that until I get to it, or I can do contracts to save up enough money to get the crone, because really all I need is a crone and a baler. A crone, a baler, and then something to transport. But to be honest, I could lease the thing that transports. That's not the end all be all. See, we're almost, see, now it says it's sunny, but it's still raining. Like I can clearly, like, yeah, like it's still raining, which is interesting. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Or maybe it's saying that the upcoming hour is supposed to be sunny, which, I mean, doesn't matter a whole lot to me, especially since we're going through this field as quick as we are. So because I think, I'm not even sure if this is the big field or not. Let me check. We got field 22 and then field 2, and I think field 2 is the one that's worth a little bit more. This one is 12.185. This one, yeah, so this one's gonna be the bigger one. Also, I like how, thanks to precision farming, whenever you click on the thing, it shows, or maybe it's always been that way, I don't know. I've been playing too much multiplayer, but it shows the difference between the farmland and the actual fields that you can do. I'm not sure if that's precision farming necessarily, or hold up, let me look. Like if you click on field 22, it says size is 12.85, but it tells you the actual size of the field that you have on it, which I think is really cool. And I'm thinking that's precision farming because it also goes into value, dollar per hectare, and then does all this. So I'm thinking that's precision farming. That's not like a default thing. Which either way, it's fine with me. It doesn't matter a whole lot. What I'm gonna do, especially since we learned the money glitch with this thing, we will complete the jobs, and as long as we've completed the jobs and turned them in, we're not gonna lose out on any contracts once it hits midnight. So we're just gonna go ahead, have them completed. We're just not gonna turn in the one that involved us leasing at the very beginning anyway, and we're gonna hold on to that one just in case the next day it's just in case it's time for what's the word? Can't think of the word. Just in case it is time for harvesting. That's what it is. Because you're not charged leasing cost or timing if it's for a contract. So that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do to finagle a little bit. Yeah, like this one. Yeah, if we just hold on to that, we should be good. Now I still stand by, and I'm probably gonna switch it up on the next one actually, so I'll probably go ahead and turn this one in. The interesting part, if you look at it, yes, this thing is only 320 bucks as far as leasing equipment, which even though the machine itself is very expensive, it's only 320 to lease this thing for a job. Whereas this thing, even though it costs more, I get, because the tractor, all that does not cost anywhere as much. But I will say, with that piece of equipment, you do move a lot faster. So that's just one thing to point out, because this thing, I think at its biggest, it is 40 meters, maybe. I think. Not 100% sure, I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, I hate the fact that there's water here. I know Melissa would be pissed about that. Heck, I'm pissed about it. But let's see, at its biggest, this sprayer, it's got to be this one, it gets up to 40 meters wide, 27 or 40 meters. I don't know. Wait, it can go to 21? Oh, there's so many. That's interesting. So with this one, there's so many different things that you can have on the liquid spreader. So you got liquid, the fertilizer spreader, which is what I'm holding. I see. Okay, I understand it now. So this is the one I have. So this one's 42 meters, This one's 21. So we're actually spreading only 21 meters using this configuration. The liquid one goes up to 27, but you can change the width all the way up to 40. You can also change tank size, which is crazy. So the liquid one's actually very expensive. Fertilizer sprayer is just a 42 off rip, and so I'd much rather have this one. If that was possible, I would much rather have that. Just because. So this one's actually going only 21 meters, which is why we're gonna have so much extra work. It's just because it's just extra work. Because it's 21 meters, we have to make more laps, which means this thing moves a little bit slower. Whereas look, I'm gonna be honest, if I cared, okay, if I cared, let's see, Sibian, Cassie, remember me from the last one? Yes, I remember you. How do you do? How have you been? What brings you in this fine Wednesday afternoon? It is Wednesday, right? I think it is Wednesday, yeah. Yesterday was Tuesday because I had practice, which I'm not as fatigued as I pushed myself extremely hard and I was extremely sore, but I've just added collagen to my supplements, and I feel so much better. And I'm hoping that was a thing missing from my diet. It could all be placebo, could all be in my head, but I'm hoping that was the thing that was missing from my diet to help me recover a little bit faster. Okay, but as far as sprayers, yeah, I'm not paying that much just to do 42 meters, which is again why solid fertilizer is just way better. I'd much rather use this one, even though it doesn't hold as much. This followed up right behind it hold a lot more, 10,000. Or you can use this puppy, even though it doesn't go near as wide, so that is an issue. You know, 22 meters. I'd much rather have the 42. The problem with these things is these, you cannot, like this, even though it's using solid fertilizer, this is using solid fertilizer to sort of like drop it through a machine. Like it's not spraying it. And that's one thing that I know, if I go for the sprayer, go for this thing, even though this thing does take solid fertilizer, because this is the thing we're using. Wait a minute. No, because we can still put this on it. Because nitrogen, yeah, so wait. We can still... So maybe I just need a Proca. My dad died yesterday. Sorry to hear that. Cody, hi. I left before you said hi back. That's what I say. I said hi. Yeah, it just takes me a second. Focused. But I hope you're doing well, Cody. Casey, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I hope you're doing well, at least as well as you can be given the circumstances. Sorry to hear that. I always hate to see it. But the good news is, well, I wouldn't even say good news, silver lining. You'll get past it. That's the, it's not even really a silver lining, it's just a fact. You'll get through it. It sucks. It really does. Silver lining, they're at peace. They're at peace. But it sucks. We're almost finished with this field. We got 5 hours left in the day. Also, on this version of my playthrough, Gnadenthal specifically, I am doing a 10 for the multiplier, which I understand is not common for me, but I'm doing 10 for the speed only because I have 7-day months turned on. Is there a reason to have 7-day months on? No. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, why do I have this? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of like sense, I guess, but I'm doing well. I've been battling like really bad soreness for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm thinking I'm figuring out the issue is I'm low in vitamin C. So I've been taking, well, essentially, just put it this way, I've been stretching a lot, thinking my lack of stretching has been the issue. I'm starting to think my lack or stretching isn't 100% the issue. Because, like, for example, my hamstrings, I'll stretch my hamstrings and I'm like, dang, my hamstrings still hurt. But then I go out and I do in practice, I'm still able to kick, still able to run, not feeling any like real bad pain or anything. And I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, if my hamstrings were really, like, the hamstring itself was really the issue, I wouldn't be moving as fast as I'm moving. And so I'm thinking it's actually the tendons that are having the issue, and it's only because I am constantly pushing myself. Did you go to the doctor? No. I try to avoid going to the doctor. Not like a bad thing or anything. It's just I don't want to pay if I don't have to. So yeah. Ow, my eye. But yeah, I've decided to add collagen. And here's actually, let's put it this way. I just need to recover fast. Like, my whole thing is I need to not be sore for as long as I'm sore. I need to not feel like pain in certain areas for as long as I am currently. So I've started taking collagen as of yesterday, and it may be placebo, but I woke up today, I was like, I don't feel terrible. Like, some of the areas that were like really hurting me don't hurt as much. And so I think my thought process of thinking that it was a tendon issue is actually working. For example, my ankles, the top of my ankles, whenever I would go to dorsiflex or plantar flex, I would feel really sharp pain. And as the day goes on, I would feel better, like I could still move it and everything, but it would just be like, for the moment, I'm like, ow, like this does not feel great. Which made me think it's a blood circulation issue. Oh, whoops, nope, get off that line. Which is, it made me think it was a blood circulation issue, but I was like, that doesn't make 100% sense, considering, like, you're saying just when I'm sleeping this is having the issue. So I'm like, oh no, it's probably just getting stiff because it's not being moved. But I'm like, the fact that I have to move the whole time shouldn't be the issue. Let's see, I'm outside waiting for the church bus. Oh yeah, wait, so are you going out of state again? It's not a conference, is it? Is this one of those conferences for you? And actually, I think it probably is a conference from you, just judging by the time, because I think you go probably once a month. No, it's not. But we're almost done with this field, which is fantastic. Which should give us up to like 90 something K when we turn in these jobs. I actually am going to stop using this thing. No offense, I need to take the higher lease cost just for the speed of being able to work with the, and actually another benefit, let me make sure I'm not, yeah, I think it is, hold up, I need to zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, I think it is. With this sprayer, go to the exact one, which is this one. You can put on Pro Compact. So the little white things, nubbins on the end. So this one doesn't show those little white things like it has the compact thing on it. It doesn't show it. Whoops. But if I look, let's see, does it allow me? Yeah, it allows me to adjust the application rate. Let me turn on these lights, which is good for me. It just means that it's saving me fertilizer, which is why even though these fields are this size, I still have a decent amount of fertilizer left. Was there a stream yesterday? There was not. No, there was not. I'm trying, essentially what I'm doing for the summertime, and I apologize for this. I'm like bouncing around on like times and things, trying to figure out what's gonna work best for me, because when I do pass this test and I start working as a PT, I need to know what time sort of work with my audience, but what time also is going to work with me and my schedule as things shape and move around. Because I'm going to be honest, as a PT, I'm probably going to be working, at least I'm going to try to work Monday through Friday, or maybe it'll just be Monday through, I don't know. It depends on how many hours they need me to work or whatever to make a certain income. I don't know. But let's see, we're done. Let's go drop this fertilizer back off at our crib. And then we'll move on. And so I'm just trying to get a feel for timing and how things work. I'm hoping as a PT, I don't know. I'm just really curious to see what the work schedule is like. From what I can tell, just from the outside looking in, it's a bit more flexible, especially when you actually have clients, which is great for me, because that would allow me to sort of jump and move around my schedule. I prefer not to work on the weekends, only because we have some, like I have a decent amount of stuff that happens for me on the weekends. If I have to work the weekends, I have to, but I have tournaments and things to go to on the weekends, so that's really not optimal, but you know, it is what it is. Cool, we got money again. Yay us. Okay, let's finish baling as much as we can. We're gonna knock these out as best we can, just so we can have some bales, just so we can have some silage. But yeah, for this week, not streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays because my time is at 3, which is kind of close to when I need to leave for my rugby practice, just to beat traffic and everything. Because traffic is like, I have to drive about 35-40 minutes to get to practice, which isn't terrible. It's not terrible. It's just, it means I need to leave early. Whoops. And that's just something I have to be aware of. Also, something that's just sort of related to practice. If this collagen helps me like recover faster, I'll be able to actually start practicing more on the weekends, which I'm looking forward to, because my weekend practices aren't full-blown practices because it's just me and I'm just working on techniques. For example, kicking. In practice yesterday, I didn't believe in myself at all, but Let's see. Let me go here. I didn't believe myself at all because I'm not a great kicker. I'm realizing I don't do a good job of like keeping my toes pointed and very stiff, keep my feet stiff. But I made my first ever drop goal. Like I can punt a ball pretty decently. I need to work on it. But I can punt a ball pretty decently. But I actually took a drop goal yesterday and made it. And the problem with me specifically that makes the drop goal so much harder for me is that the ball has to hit the ground before you can kick it. And this is like a weird egg-shaped ball. It's not like a normal, even if it was a football would make it even harder. But it's not like punting the ball where I can just drop it and kick it straight from my foot. The ball has to hit the ground before I can kick it. And I got the timing down perfectly and made my first like drop goal during warm-ups. And I was just so happy. I think like maybe one person saw it, but for me, like as soon as it went through, I was like throwing my hands up like yes. Like I had worked on that a few weeks ago. And so I was just happy, one, that it even got to the height. Two, I was happy that I connected with it, because getting the timing for me to kick it like from the ground and get it to go like the timing of getting it to bounce and still make contact with it is so much different than if you're just regularly punting it. And so the fact that I got the timing like spot on and made solid contact with it, I was like, that's great. Because again, it's like it's not a soccer ball. This thing will drop, and if you have the ball like tilted one way or the other, the ball will hit the ground and bounce in that direction. But I had it bounce perfectly. I made not perfect, but solid contact with my foot, and it went over, and I was happy. I threw my hands up like, yes, my first ever drop goal. Because I can't kick to save my life. But if I can improve on that, I can definitely become a bigger threat on the pitch, which is good. Which is very, very good. Oh, more grass down here. We missed oh wow, we missed a decent chunk of grass. We missed a lot of grass here. But I think we got most of it. Let's see. It is hot here. It is extremely hot here. Like, I have to practice in this heat, and it's like a humid heat. I'm sweating so much that I'm legit like dripping water from my like goatee during practice, like it's a faucet, like it's like just dripping. And I'm like, that is insane. I don't think I've ever sweated that much before. And I was like, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. But yeah, about 5 bales. 4.9, that's not bad. But yeah, it's just everywhere in the world. It is hot. It is hot. Everybody's cooking. Let me go ahead and return this equipment. Well, do I want to return the equipment? Hold up. Because we just harvested it. I have like one issue, I think. And I need to check, because I would like to turn in the vehicle, but like if you notice, the pH value is kind of weird. The nitrogen is bad, so we need to put nitrogen on the field, which is fertilizer. I think it's fertilizer. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to return the baler. We're done with the baler. Okay. And I'm going to take this. I'm also wondering, what do I want to do? Do I want to do a forage wagon, or do I want to do a silage bunker? A silage bunker would be somewhat easier to deal with. I do not want the charging hopper, but standard would be better. I think I am going to do a silage bunker just to mix things up, because it's not something that I have done in a while. Is here? Okay, let's see. Well, here's what we can do. You tell me how hot and humid it is where you are, and I will do the same. Let's see. Right now, where I am, let's see. Is there a way for me to figure out the humidity as well? It's cool. They have a feels like thing. Because currently right now it is 92 degrees Fahrenheit for me, but it feels like 96 degrees. I'm trying to figure out the humidity. I'm looking for that, and I don't see. Oh wait, here it is. We are at 56% humidity with a dew point at 74. Also, the humidity only skyrockets for us. Oh wow. So around the times that I have practice is when the dew point, or not dew point, but the humidity starts to pick up, which explains why it feels hotter and hotter. But also at night is just when there is a dew point. Let's see, Cody, you sent me. You said it is 90 degrees. Feels like 100. Dear Lord. That's crazy. So even though technically it's not as hot for you, it actually feels hotter for you, because your humidity, I think, is higher than mine right now. Yeah, because my humidity is 56. Yours is 60. You have some wind. I don't think let's see, how much wind do we have? We have 7 miles per hour when you guys have 10 miles. That's not, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, you win that one. The fact that your feels like is at 100, ours at 96. So we're in similar boats, but you have it worse. Maybe, or maybe the feels like is different. I don't know how they calculate that, but I feel like you have it worse. At least I'm here in the South, so I'm used to. Well, actually, no, you're in the South as well. I think you're. It wasn't Tennessee. But I think you're in the South as well. So. Bing, 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 bing. No, you're definitely not in the South. You're in Illinois. Yeah. Dear Lord, is that hot in Illinois? Like, I would think, because you guys are like, clearly I don't understand like global warming or the climate or anything, because I just always assumed, like, yes, it's 90 something degrees here, but I always assumed like the further up north you went, the cooler it would be. For example, like Maine, even though I don't consider Maine a state. Maine is definitely a state, but like, if someone said, were to say, on the count of 3, name a state, how many people are going to say Maine? Unless you live in Maine. Nobody's going to say Maine. Nobody's gonna say Maine. People will say Georgia. People will say Alabama, Florida, Tennessee. Like, especially if you're from the southern region, people will say California. People will say Texas. I don't think anybody's gonna say Arizona unless you live in Arizona. I don't think anybody's gonna say New Mexico unless you live in New Mexico. Oregon, people will say Oregon, especially if you're near that. If you are like north, west, you might say Oregon, especially for football, because football, America loves the pigskin. What the heck am I supposed to be doing? Fertilizing. We're gonna keep this till tomorrow, and we're gonna fast forward, and then we're gonna put stuff down. Yeah, California. Like, people will say California. People, I doubt anybody would genuinely say Washington. I genuinely doubt someone would say Washington, but if they do, hey, whatever. Rhode Island. Actually, no, people would say Rhode Island. If you're near that northeastern area, you might say Rhode Island. You're definitely gonna say New York. About the house. I was like, it's just hot everywhere in America. But blah blah blah, English, blah 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 blah. Essentially, I just didn't realize. I would always think different parts of the country had like different weather, and to some degree we do. But I just thought that, for example, people in Maine right now, I would assume their weather is more like 86 degrees. And actually, let me look that up just to sort of explain. It's probably still 90 something as well, but weather in Maine. Oh no, it actually is. In Maine right now, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 83. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're what, 10 degrees cooler than you, 12 degrees cooler than I am, which is crazy. Hold up, let's do New York. That's not quite as high. Nope, New York is 86 degrees. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is where, okay, so I'm not 100% wrong for thinking that, but like, that's weird. That's weird. We're gonna have an issue. Okay, so I need to go see if I could put a pro thing on this tractor during the configuration. Am I able to do a configuration thing? Yes, I am. I'm gonna drop this right here. Hopefully I can. Axles, tractor center. Yes, okay. We need to, okay, so you cannot customize. Okay, so this stinks. That was dumb on me. I don't think this comes with the thing. Why are we talking about the temperature now? Because it's hot. It's hot. Like, if it wasn't for AC, like, I feel bad for people in the UK, because I think people like, I think Melissa, I don't think they have, I think their houses are like older, and so they don't have a lot of AC. I think, I'm not sure if this, I don't know. So I'm just saying on the top of my head, because I'm not trying to offend anybody, I just don't know. But, you know, one day I'm gonna have to do poplar. One day. It's a quick and easy way to get wood chips. Plus they grow kind of fast. Oh yeah, one of the reasons I hated the silage bunker is having to frickin' use silage compaction. Ugh. I hate silage compaction. You're inside, but I'm outside. I was outside earlier. I'm back inside now, which is lovely. But yeah, it's super. And the worst part is I feel like I'm slightly blind, sort of, not really. When I'm inside, I can see everything fine. When I go outside, at least for like the first, I'm gonna say minute that I'm outside, I'm like this. Like, I can see fine, but it's like if I open my eyes, it's a bit like painful. A little bit, like it's like very bright to me, and so I'm like this for a second, and then like after maybe about 30-something seconds, if I'm just outside for a while, then I'm like, okay, cool, this is fine. You know, it's weird. I don't know how to explain. What the heck am I in here for? Oh, fertilizer. My brain. Also, have you ever, in, because I know I think you're FS22, do you use the changing systems? Like, they seem kind of neat. I just don't really fully see the point of them. Like, I understand the concept, right? I can back this up to it. I can load up 1 or 2 or 3 of these and keep going, especially if I have an auger wagon behind me, right? Actually, if this was multiplayer, perfect system, I think, because you could take this auger wagon. Actually, this thing sucks, actually. Well, no, yes and no. Because the issue is you need a way to put crops into these, right? So you would have to have, let's say, a harvester pick the stuff up and load it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You have to have an auger wagon that can, not an auger wagon, but a harvester unload it into one of those 3. And at least with an auger wagon, you can unload into another trailer. But, you know, this would just be fertilizer. Let's get fertilizer. How you like your eggs? Fried up fertilizer. I think I'm gonna use this one just because it's cheaper. It doesn't get us quite that 42 meter range, but yeah. As far as our field and just getting the job done, this gets the job done pretty quickly, and it's cheap. So plus we actually have a tractor that can actually hold this daggum thing, so let's see, I really don't know. Let's knock out this fertilization. I really do like Gnadenthal, like especially this playthrough. It's very slow, very methodical, which is one thing even with the multiplayer that like you sort of have to do and be careful about. Is you can't go broke. If you go broke, you end up really shooting yourself in the foot, because it's just so much more effort to now rack up money. And essentially we're starting off, like we started off at 0, so we have to do a lot more work to raise the funds that we need to get the job done. Let's see, can you give me an ice cream suggestion? I'm assuming you meant suggestion. Okay, my favorite ice cream, at least over the past year, is Bales Cookie 2-Step. And it's in like this blue container, at least down here it is, and it's freaking delicious. Cookie 2-Step is I'm sorry, I'm just watching this. The automatic application rate is fantastic. Like, it does such a fantastic job. I can't really complain about it. And it looks like we got pretty much the whole field in 2 passes. Okay, I can tell a little bit on the left there. We're gonna have a little bit of an issue. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. And the cool part about this one is this one's only 27 meters. It's not even the bigger one that does like 42. This is only 27. Which is really, it's genuinely fantastic. I love it. And we didn't even use 500. We didn't even use 500 liters of this stuff to get it to work, which is even better. But I found a way to get the to get the submarine on GTA 5. You figured out a way. Nitrogen is perfect, extremely high. pH is good. Everything's fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna return that stuff while I wait to hear about your English does not want to work with me right now. Your submarine. I have about 27,000 liters of grass, which is not worth diddly squat. Let me go ahead and return this thing and return this thing. Okay. And unless there's a contract I want to do for like fertilization, there is. This is the one I think I'm going to do. Oh, we got a big, okay, we got a big guy here and he's cheaper. I don't understand how that works. This, okay, so to do this job costs $9.59. However, both like the equipment in this contract costs more, yet the leasing is less. You know, like I don't fully understand that, but I'm going to borrow these items and we're going to do these two jobs as well, just because that's free money. Let's see, that's, let's see, 12, yeah, 12,000 plus these two, which is, let's see, 36, 72, 72, 19. That's about 19,200. Pretty decent moolah. Let's see, I don't have it. You don't have the sub yet. Well, what's your plan? What's your plan to get it, sir? Sup, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Bloweed? Welcome back. By doing the Clutch and Bell heist with 2 characters. Oh, so you actually have someone to help you out? I'm gonna need some fertilizer. Actually, no, let me just use the fertilizer I have, and if I need more, I'll buy more. I probably will need more though, but for now, these fertilizing contracts are making us some bank, especially since we only paid 28,000 to buy a boatload of fertilizer a while back, and this is about to be our first time over 100-some thousand. I think at all. But I need to save up enough to buy the who's it? I know the name of it, it's just not flowing right now. I need to buy the Chrome. My brain is doing like too many things at once to bounce back and forth. Like I'm trying to do like think about 2 or 3 things in this game, as well as reading chat, and did a, let's see, heat warning for the last 5 days in a row. Had to go, excuse me, frolic in the sprinklers for a bit. Frolic, heck, I would just lay down in it. 95 with humidity. Yeah, we were actually just, me and Cody were just talking about that. Where he is, it's currently, I think, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like 96, I think. And currently where I am, it is 92, but feels like 93 or something like that. Something like that. No. Let's see. Look, you want me to look at the thing? I like doing it from memory. No, I don't actually. Let me wait. Solid fertilizer. Let's grab 4 of these. So it's going to cost us some money. Heck, we're not going to burn through it very quickly either because of this machine, which is lovely. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Under pressure. Under pressure. I don't know why that. It was like oh yeah, it felt like 100. That's what it was. Yeah, mine feels like 96. 92 feels like 96. Yours is 90, but feels like 100. Wait till we actually get the actual, which actually, I'm not sure if I had any of those this summer, but I remember when I was younger, there was like spots in the country that, or at least in the state, where it was like triple digits and no one cared what it felt like because we saw verbatim it's in triple digits. It's like it would rain and the ground would start like sizzling and stuff. It was like kind of cool. I remember I was at the YMCA when it happened. Fun day, by the way. And I guess as a kid you don't really feel heat, I guess. I don't know, because I remember us doing tennis, playing tag, playing like flag football. Like we were doing a bunch of stuff. I don't think I cared when I was a kid. Let's see. How does your mother prefer her eggs, poached or over easy? Neither. What? Sound funny in your head? You mean how you like your eggs, fried or fertilized? How you like your eggs, fried or fertilized? Fried or fertilized? That's some weird meme that I haven't heard in a long time. Do 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 do. How you like your eggs, fried or fertilized? Let's see. Let me hit this cruise control button. There we go. And just let it coast under pressure. Fried or fertilized, but nicer because it was your mother. You can still say your mother. And actually, yeah, it is nicer. Yeah. Oh, wait. Bake it. You know who else likes their eggs? Was it Muscle Man from regular show? Cartoon Network. Had a good run. Now everything's garbage. We bring back Boomerang. Let's see, what's your favorite food in the world? For me, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. However, I haven't had it in so long. But yeah, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I used to eat them like constantly, especially when I was a kid, but over the past few months I just haven't had it, mostly because I thought I had like this dietary issue where I had like a gluten intolerance. That's what I thought, and I might actually have. I don't know for 100% sure because I didn't go to a doctor, but because of that, and me still wanting to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because of protein and stuff, I got like this gluten-free bread, and I'm gonna tell you right now, gluten-free bread sucks. And the worst part about gluten-free bread is when, after having gluten-free bread for about 2 or 3 months, when you go back and try normal packaged white bread from like the store, you're like, even this stuff tastes weird. Like, it tastes better, but it tastes off. Like when you go back to the regular bread, like, first of all, it feels weirder because gluten-free bread is not very stiff, but it is stiffer. And then the flavors like taste different. It's like when you go back to the normal bread, you're like, this does not. It feels and tastes processed now that I've tasted what the gluten-free stuff feels like. But popcorn is my favorite. Okay. With popcorn being your favorite, the follow-up question is, if you were allowed to, and then the reason I'm saying this is because when I was a kid, movie theaters had this. I don't see it much anymore, but if your movie theater has this, what is your favorite seasoning to put on your popcorn? And that's if either you can do it at home or if your movie theater allows it. When I was younger, my movie theater like had seasonings out there that you could use, and I'm gonna be honest, that made buying popcorn so much more worth it, simply because the seasonings allowed you to add like different flavor. What the heck? Ketchup flavor? You Bluey, something's wrong with you, dude. Ketchup flavor on popcorn? Like, for example, like my movie theater, we had white cheddar, regular cheddar. They had a caramel sort of sprinkled on seasoning. What else? Those are the only two, like the only three I remember like doing a decent amount of. But I know you can go to Walmart and actually find them. Like if you go to the popcorn, like they're like right neck and neck with each other between the seasonings. Now they have like spray on butter or spray on seasoning, which I'm like, no, I do not agree with that. Only because I don't like spray can stuff, just because the aerosol stuff that has to go in it, I feel like tastes. For example, whipped cream. If I have to spray whipped cream in my mouth, I feel like it tastes horrible. And I'm not sure if like what type of, I don't think aerosol is the word, but whatever gas they're using to spray the stuff out makes me hate the taste of whipped cream. However, if I put the whipped cream on top of something, it tastes fine. But OMG, too good. Ketchup flavor? No, you need to be arrested. Now I want to try it. Cody, just for saying that, you also deserve to be arrested. Putting ketchup on popcorn? Nah, you're both criminal. Pass, go. Do not collect 200. Go straight to jail. Both of you deserve to be arrested. That is a no. And then one day I'm gonna try it, and then a tear's gonna form in my eye, and I'm like, I arrested all these people. All these people are in jail because of me. Nah. Do you remember the Pizza Hut lunch? But oh my gosh, when Pizza Hut had a buffet, now Pizza Hut is trash. When Pizza Hut had a buffet, Ruby Tuesdays used to have buffet. Look, fast food. Well, I'm not sure if you would call pizza fast food, I guess, but fast food buffets, amazing. Pizza Hut's buffet, that was a good time. That was a good time. All you can eat pizza and ice cream. It was like, you can't complain. I mean, until you start vomiting because you ate too much because you're pushing it to the max. Because for us, we wouldn't be able to go often, and so when we did go, we pigged out. Let's see. NO2 is what you're huffing, mate. Okay, huffing. Okay, look, hey, calm down. I'm not a drug addict. I just know I didn't like it. I hate it. But yeah. Cody, you should definitely, if you can find a lunch buffet, by all means. Buffets are nice. I've been to Shoney's once. Don't like it. Shoney's is for old people. It is what it is. The guy who like suggested it to me, he's like, hey, you know what they're opening up down the street? We're like, what? A Shoney's. And like, he's so excited, and I'm trying not to be rude, but I'm just looking at him like, bro, what? Like, you're excited that a Shoney's is opening up? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, you're old. You're not old, but you're old. You're happy that a Shoney's is opening up. And I think he was like 40. So he's not old, but he definitely has like the old man spirit. He was just so happy for a Shoney's, a sit down buffet. But anyway. Nitrous, let's see, can I mail you a bag of ketchup chips? I'm not gonna eat those. Let's see, Pizza Hut is still open in my town. Nobody eats there. Same. And actually, okay, let's put it this way. It's hard for me to find a Pizza Hut, but when I see it, nobody's ever in it. For example, like a Pizza Hut, no, I think they closed that one down. There was one near my old high school that we used to go to, like when it was good. It's no longer good, so we don't go to it, especially since it's across town. But outside of that Pizza Hut, the only other Pizza Hut that I'm aware of that's even remotely near me is in the bad part of town. And even then, I don't see people going to it. But I also think pizza places have taken a hit simply because you got Walmart in stores who are also selling frozen pizzas, and DiGiorno, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. However, places like Pizza Hut, Domino's, I'm not gonna say Little Caesars, Papa John's, their pizza is still better. It's just that DiGiorno for at-home pizza, for a frozen pizza, not bad. There is this place called Papa Murphy's, I think. Never had it. Marco's Pizza, I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand the hype. People are hype over Marco's Pizza, and I don't get it. It is what it is. Somebody explain it to me, because I just don't get it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not bad. It's just, I don't, compared to like Papa John's, what's the point? I'm a Papa John's guy. Some people are Domino's. Look, here's the, if you're between, let me read the chat before I go on this rant. Let's see, Mandarin Chinese buffet is amazing. It is. Chinese buffets are always good. Let's see, got fish ponds and like $15 lunch buffets. Ours didn't have a pond. It has like this pretty sizable aquarium. Let's see, how are they still open? Ours has a methadone clinic attached to it, to a Pizza Hut. I might have just answered my question. That's why. See, I'm friends with the owners of Little Caesars. They're amazing. Make proper good pizzas. Nah, you're bugging. If you okay, let me take a step back. Their $5 pizza, when it came out, the pizza itself trash, but the simple fact that it was $5, it was so cheap, made the thing taste way better than it had any business tasting. Because I'm gonna be honest, if I had to pay for like a Little Caesars pizza right now, just a regular like $5 pizza, I'm gonna be honest, it's not good. But the simple fact that it's $5 makes it be like, okay, hey, you got me, I'll take it. And they close at 8 p.m. every night because they don't want to work late and they make enough money in the day. I can't blame businesses for doing that. If you make enough money during the day, don't stay open late. I mean, the employees don't want to, even though you could probably make a lot of money if you stayed open to like 11, at least for pizza. As far as stoners, if you stay open to like 2 a.m., like certain places need to stay open later because certain like demographics, like if you have stoners in the area, stay open later. Like Taco Bell, you need to stay open to like 2 a.m. if not 24/7, because you know for a fact stoners are going to light up your drive-through. But yeah. I'm about the $9.99 walk-in special, half a deep dish. I love, bro. That's the reason why I was about to take back what I said. The deep dish pizza, I love it. I'm gonna be honest, it makes me feel kind of sick because I don't eat fast food often, let alone pizza. And pizza has a lot of oils, and I think that's probably what makes me feel sick. But like when that deep dish pizza came out, I would get the whole box, which is like 1, 2, 3, 8 slices. I would eat that whole thing and I would be like, man, I feel terrible, but dang, I feel satisfied. Can't complain about it. Another friend of mine runs a bicycle shop. Bro, he has different hours every day. It's all based around when he wants to work. I mean, the thing with bicycle shops or like certain type of equipment, I don't think necessarily equipment is a word. I think there's a better word. I want to say machines, sort of. If people don't need them, why be open? Right? Like think about, for example, a car dealership. You guys are open for so long, but let's be honest, you probably aren't making a sale every single day. Or a motorcycle shop is a perfect example. You guys are not open every single day. Like, you guys are open a decent amount of time, but you're not probably making a sale every single day. I don't think so. I don't know because I'm not around, but I don't know. I just don't think you guys are making a sale every single day to warrant being open every single day. However, I do understand the customer experience of, hey, they're open, I have free time today, let me go and check it out. And simply because they are open during your time of perusing, even if you don't buy that day, you might buy from them in the future because you have that connection with them. So I understand that. But that also explains why vehicles and stuff are marked up. When it comes to bicycles and stuff, again, it's niche to make it even worse. Like in America, if you tried to have like a specialty bicycle shop, it's not gonna do well. We don't like exercise like that. Let's see. I used to eat half for lunch and half for dinner. The deep dish. The shop's making money. I bet you that. Oh, you don't have to tell me. I know bicycle shops make money. Like there's no question about it. The people who are into bikes will pay thousands of dollars for their bikes. Like they are some hardcore people who are dedicated to the sport. Actually, some of them I don't even think do it competitively. They just like biking. However, my only problem with this whole situation is the stereotype surrounding bicyclists is definitely true. like they enjoy riding. Like there will be a bicycle lane and they're not riding in it. I'm like, there's a reason this is a thing, guys. They took our taxpayer money, mine and yours, and you're not gonna use it. I need you to use it. I need you to get out of my way and use the stupid bicycling lane that they created for you so we don't hit you. We already don't like you, but you're asking to get hit. Which, speaking of which, on my way from practice yesterday, there were like a group of runners, like 13 or more runners, in the middle of the street, around a bend, a blind corner, so I couldn't see around it, and there was no lighting. And if it wasn't for the fact that I wasn't already driving slow, because I was driving slow because I was talking to my girlfriend, if it wasn't for that, they would have been hit. And then the worst part is, as I'm coming around, they can see the lights on their backs. They're just like, not like, there's no sense of urgency for them to get out of the way. I'm just like, dude, please pick up the pace and get out of the way, or just get to one side. Like a few of them did, but like some of them weren't. And I'm like, I can understand if you're a marathon runner or whatever you're training, and it's all about keeping pace or whatever and staying in the zone, blah, 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 blah. Get the f out of the street. Get the F out of the street, okay? Get the flying fladoodle out of the street. I don't care. There is a sidewalk there. Use it. I don't care if you're trying to run 4 at a time to keep pace with each other and mark that for cross country or whatever. I don't care. I genuinely don't. Understand that if I like, I'm one bad day from running you over, just please use the sidewalk. I don't think I ever would, but I mean, had I been if I was any more like tired or exhausted, it could happen. It could happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but it could have. It could have. You never know. Hey, boo boo. Let's see. Its base model range on a BMX bike is about 1,000. Goes up. My bicycle's wheels are 900 each. It's the same problem with motorcyclists, especially the ones who dress blacked out. Yep. Man, when you're hunched over that bike, you're so hard to see. And actually, that's the reason why my gear is black, but I also have high vis, or not high vis, reflective visibility strips on my thing. And so as soon as light hits it, you can see me. Also, I don't have a blacked out bike. My bike is gray and blue. It's just my gear is black. Why? Because black blends in with everything, as far as outfits and stuff. There it is. But I also think I go a little bit of extra step to make sure I'm seen, because riding a motorcycle is dangerous. But my next bike, if I do get another motorcycle, will probably be a cruiser, and it will most likely be all black. However, if you're coming up behind me, oh geez, because that's the one thing. If you are behind me, even on my gray and blue motorcycle, you're gonna hear me before you see me. If you're behind me, you will hear me before you see me. Just because my exhaust is loud. It's not straight piped, but it is loud. And so because of that, if you are behind me, you're gonna definitely hear my motorcycle before you even see me. It's not that loud, but it is definitely like you're gonna hear me from probably like 30 cars back. But yeah. Yeah, I get that. Leathers help you slide. Mine's not even leather. I don't like leather just because, first of all, leather. I'm a big guy. Leather is not my friend. Even though it's probably really good in the winter, I think. Mine is synthetic fabric. But it does have multiple layers should it get wintertime and stuff like that. But leather, I look, if you're like one of those cruiser boys or trying to be like a Harley group, I fully understand the whole leather situation. It's just not me. Even if I get a cruiser, I don't think I'm gonna be one of those leather boys who, like, I don't think I'm gonna have leather. I don't think I probably owned one leather jacket my entire life, and that was when I was in elementary school. I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. I wore it everywhere, but I just don't care that much. Let's see. But that's why bikes need to be louder. Yep. Because if you're going to do leather, you got to have high vis somewhere on your bike. If you're going to have a blacked out bike, there needs to be, and I understand it's not going to look great, but there needs to be like high vis strips or reflective strips on your bike to make it a little bit easier for people to see you. Because if not, yes, your bike needs to be loud. The point of leathers is that they slide on pavement the best. They do. They do. Yeah, there's nothing anybody can say about that. They do. They just do. Actually, it's so funny when you do like a material test. I don't think people include leather in the material test for multiple reasons. One, testing leather during material tests costs some money. Two, you know leather is the best. When it comes to sliding, you just know it's the best. So what's even the point in testing it? There's no point. But leather's also freaking hot. Like, I'm not wearing leather in the summer. And that's the one good part about the synthetic part. It has multiple different layers. With a leather jacket, you may not even need that many layers. It's probably just one, maybe with fur or something on the inside. You're good to go. But the synthetic thing, it has like 2 or 3 layers, depending on how cold or wet it is. Maybe new stuff exists. You can wear colored leathers. And see, that's the thing. If I was to wear leather, I don't think I would wear colored leather. And it probably exists. I don't think I would. I don't know. Actually, maybe the people, I'm not sure if you've seen like bike nights or like Harley meetups or something like that. Maybe people like that would have leather or clothes that match their thing. Not me. I don't care that much. Do we have any fertilizing contracts? We do. Let's go do that one. We're making bank, baby. We're making bank. Big bank, take a little bite. Big bank, take a little bite. Big bank, take a little bite. Little bite. Big bank, take a little bite. We're making money. We're making money. Making money. We'll be over 100,000. We still got to save up to 400,000, which sucks. But whatever. I'm hoping the silage we could sell. Realistically, it's probably to get us about 4,000, if that. Because I'm thinking silage is probably only going to be worth about 600 each. Let's see. Silage probably worth about 600 per 100,000, if I had to guess. Let's see, silage at why did I say 600? I don't even know where I got that from. 118, 120, something like that. Dear Lord. Which means silage is not gonna make us a crap ton of money. I could probably do wool and just make a crap ton. I need something quick and easy. I need animals that I can work with that I know are gonna make a lot of money. Chickens would be great, but chickens require wheat that I don't want to deal with. Sheep. I should probably do goats. I should do goats. That would be different. They make milk, not wool. I think. Which is, let's see. I drove and stopped at Bike Week on Daytona one year. Most of them do it to look cool and badass. Yep. 121. Yeah, you were definitely closer than I was. Oh no! Whoa! You can't say goats again. You can't say goats again. I had a crap ton of sheep. We did have goats, but they lasted probably like 2 or 3 months, and we only had like, I think 10 of them or something like that. Like we didn't even have that many goats. We haven't really done goats. We did sheep. But we didn't really do goats. The thing is, we need a way to make money. Whether or not we do them for like ever, I don't know. But we need some way to maximize profit, and silage right now is not where it's at. Like, because right now we have how much? 27,000, and to get about 100 per would means we would get about 2,000. We're gonna get about roughly a little bit more than 2,000 bucks. We might round up. We're going to get about 3,000 bucks, if that. We're going to get about $3,000 from selling that silage. That's not fantastic. That is not fantastic. Doesn't help us out a lot. And we got to rack up money. The problem is I don't want to invest in animals right now because that's just something that's going to take me some time to rack up. Let's see. I was going on a cruise, just had to drive through it. Lots of bear press on bikes. Yes, that is true. I don't see many female motorcyclists around here. And if I do, they're either a part of like the older crowd where they're riding tandem, like they're two, well, not tandem, but two up, like they're partnered riding. And they're older, like they're more closer to retirement age. I don't see many young women around here riding motorcycles. Which is what it is. If I was playing this map right now, I'd buy more grass fields, just blast out mowing, dumping in silo and sleeping. And that's what I'm, okay, so I'm glad we're on the similar page, because what I was thinking about doing, saving up a lot of money for the crone. Sweep back in here. I was thinking about saving up money for the crone and doing that. Do that for a year and you will get some skrill. Yeah, they weren't nice ones. Yeah, definitely not. But like, let's see. I was thinking about buying field 20 because that's pretty cheap, I think. Hey, look, our thing's up 85. Yay us. Your environment score increases your sale prices by 11%. Yeah. Look at us. Good for us. But field 20 is only 36. Field 21 is 40. It's doable. The problem, I wouldn't even say a problem, but we would definitely need the crone, a forage wagon, we would need a crone, we would need the forage wagon, and a silage bunker. I kind of want to do a silage bunker. I haven't done that in a hot second, and I'm really tempted to do that. And I'm tempted to use the screw conveyor as well. Even though the screw, here's the thing. I'm tempted to use the biggest one that you were using. I know it's been a while since you probably used that farm. Or do a silage harvester and a normal trailer, make chaff from anything. Where is that? Yeah, because I forgot about that. We have a forage harvester. And it turns all of it into... I could probably use this. But it turns all of that into silage. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. It took me a second, but I knew what you meant. But yeah, we could probably do that. The problem... can be sold or turned into silage. The problem with chaff is that now I would need, other than grass, I would need a crop other than grass to grow and deal with. I just got sleepy. Bad. Chaff is worth more than grass, less than silage. And that's true. And it makes sense why that's the case. But we really are making some money from these silage contracts. I mean silage, fertilizing contracts. Like, we spent what, 73,000 on fertilizer today alone, and like, we're making the money back. So I'm not, and we still have this contract to get rid of. Excuse me. I think as far as time consumption, what we are doing is fan-stinking-tastic. I think it is great. I should probably go ahead and just turn, it's about to be dark anyway. So yeah, let me go ahead and turn this one in. Because now we're at 116. So we're I forgot to get rid of that fertilizer. That was dumb on me. Oh wait, but it gave me 15. So okay, so it paid me back for the fertilizer. That's kind of cool, actually. I'll take it. Because yeah, that was dumb on me. It won't let me switch. Where's my? Oh, here it is. Resilient. And this is only like the second day, and this is the one interesting part with doing 7 days, is it does give me more time in a year to do contracts, to gather money. The only problem is these bales are going to take so much longer to ferment, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. You can use forage harvester on grass too. The thing is, I gotta save up for that crap, because I'm not gonna lie, that is expensive, which means I would have to lease it. The only problem is, because it's grass, I'm gonna use this a decent amount. Now, the one thing is, I would like, because everything has to be modded, doesn't it? Everything has to be modded. So this picks up grass. Yikes. Everything just has to be modded, doesn't it? The reason AI can't see your fields is because you don't technically have one. You own the land and soil data, but you never plowed and planted grass. You're just mowing meadow grass. No, I did. Actually, this grass out here, I have. Originally, it was corn. This field specifically, this one is actually grass, and the AI does work on this one. This one actually works. Field 20, not so much. Well, actually, I don't own that one. Ooh, stand on the bale. Wait, what do it look like? Wait, look at that face. Look at that face. Well, howdy. Hold up, I need to get a picture of that. Just like that. Wait, just like this. The man we need. Anywho, beep. Turn that back on. Okay. But I do think that's the plan, to focus more on getting bales and stuff up to gather more and more and more. It's gonna be, it's not gonna be slow. I don't think it's gonna be slow. I think with how we're going about doing these fertilizing contracts, it's gonna be fast. I think that's what we're gonna do. Fast forward day, fertilizing, get us about maybe 35,000, something like that. Fast forward, and we keep doing that for a little while. So probably by the end of October, we might have maybe 300,000, maybe. But essentially we need to get to the point to where we can have a crone, because once we get the crone, we're going to be flying through cutting down fields. Lickety split. Did I not put that modded in? Oh, I think I was trying to make it harder on myself. Definitely doing that. Definitely making it harder on myself, especially since I can't use forward wagon without the other one. Now I could also do this one, which is cheaper and stuff. It is cheaper. I can, you know, just buy a tractor and do, and technically I could do that. That would make life we don't need a crone. Why have I not thought about this? We don't need a crone. If I, okay. Oh crap. Why did I not just realize this? If we were already working towards getting the man TGS allows you, and it actually is legal. Like this is not unrealistic. This is a real life thing. We can have designs. Oh, they definitely updated that. Okay, a bull bar. They've definitely with lights. What? I don't know what the ISO bus terminal is. I don't know what that means. Oh wait, it's on the inside. What the heck is that? Oh, as if you're using it for a tractor. LOL. Reflectors and stuff. GPS. I guess. Front attached. Oh yeah, this is what we needed. Yeah. I don't know what you would need municipal plate for. I guess for a an actual license thing. Oh wait, this is what we needed. Front hydraulic, because this standard is just nothing. Front hydraulic, this is what we need, and this is actually found a picture of this. They actually have this. And then the front pull, I seriously don't know what the heck, like why you would need to pull anything with this, unless you're like working in a warehouse and you're just like, it's easier to pull things out of the bay, like going in reverse with this thing instead of backing up and do it. I just don't understand why you would need that. But we'll put the front hydraulic on it. Here, let me just go ahead and deck this out with every, no, I'm not. Let's just expect 250,000 roughly, maybe. Wide tires. Oh, dagnabbit, I tabbed out. But yeah, we'll do wide tires just to mix it up. Wide tires. Warning signs. I don't really care about the warning signs, but we'll just expect about 250, maybe 300. We'll set aside 300,000. We'll get the man TGS. Once we get the man TGS, we can get those 2 mower attachments. We can save money instead of saving up for the crone and still get the job done. Right? Plus, it's more versatile. The crone is only for cutting grass. That's the only thing it can do. There is. I don't even think I checked. Did I? I really don't think I did. Let's see. Oh, there is. I didn't even check. Wait, do those get smaller? Wait. I think I kind of need these. Because I do know the Man TGS does have issues. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because... maybe I'm mistaken. I think I'm mistaken in something. Ooh. I like how this comes with that. Okay. Okay, so I think I'll probably go with these. Warning signs. I don't truly care about warning signs. Lights. LEDs. But halogens are free, so we'll stick with those. Top lights. It'd be one thing if the lights actually did something, like if they made the thing brighter. They don't, so I don't really care. That's my only problem with lights. As far as the man logo, oh, with the light, I'll do that. I'll let that light up. Light protection, sure. Wheel reflectors. No. Bull bar? I really don't need a bull bar, but I kind of want one. Definitely don't need lights with it. Definitely want that just because it looks cool. Reflectors, don't care. GPS, yes. Front attacher. That. Ooh, almost forgot. We would need more horsepower. So yeah, we're looking at about 230. That's actually really cheap. 230 minus colors. Let me try to change one of the colors. Yeah, so we're looking at about 230. That we can do. Oh, and it's raining. LOL. Here, let me go ahead and save. And this time, I think I'm gonna let this guy do the outro. Let's zoom in on his face. Look at that face. Look at that face right there. Okay. But with that, I guess we're gonna head up out of here. So if you liked the video, please like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. In the comments, please leave a comment. If you want to follow me on social media such as TikTok or Twitter, please feel free to do so. If you want to join the Discord, the link is down in the description below. Is that Jamie Foxx? Might as well be. Jamie Foxx, except he's playing on a farm. But Blowy, if you want to play Car X Drift, not Drift, Street, I'm going to be on there in just a second. But with that, I will say peace and good night.